Russell Simmons and Broken Lizard team up for a TV show, Jason Sudeikis gets animated, and Melissa McCarthy has a pilot script deal with TV Land. I had one of those once. It was called Men of a Certain Age. It got canceled pretty soon. Anyway, let's not dwell in the past. This is C Plus News Time.
It's C Plus News Time with your host, Chad White.
Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news you didn't know about for the week of July 27, 2015. Before we get on with our stories, I just want to say that this is the last time you will see C Plus News Time at this set. In fact, I'm moving, and it's going to be probably even worse than what this set was. It was just a closet with a blanket in front of it for a few months, and before that it was just a closet. And before that it was a real, like, I was inside of a closet. But now we're moving on to bigger and better things. I'm moving from the great state of Tennessee back to Atlanta, and we'll see where this takes us. Okay, anyway, let's get on with the news. First up, Russell Simmons and Broken Lizard are developing a comedy for HBO. It was revealed earlier this week that Russell Simmons has signed a development deal with the pay cable network, and one of those shows includes a Broken Lizard TV show, aptly titled The Broken Lizard Show. It's going to star the comedy troupe, and it's going to take, quote-unquote, an innovative and comedic look at race when hundreds of years in the future, a spaceship exploring the galaxy discovers the last white man in the universe. In addition to the Broken Lizard Show, Simmons is also developing a hip-hop comedy called These Are My Friends and a Def Comedy Jam 25th Anniversary Special. Here's to Russell Simmons and bringing back Def Comedy Jam, because that's all the things that we wanted to hear is Def Comedy Jam again. Next up, Jason Sudeikis heads an all-star cast for a new TV show headed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. The two guys behind the Lego Movie are creating an animated/live-action hybrid comedy show called Son of Zorn, which was previously called Son of Zahn, of course, Z-A-H-N. And it's going to star Jason Sudeikis, Cheryl Hines, Tim Meadows from Marry Me, of course, the canceled Marry Me, and Artemis from the TV show Always Sunny. She's Artemis, of course. They're going to join the previously announced Johnny Pemberton from 21 Jump Street in the comedy, which is wrap production this week for a presentation at Fox. Son of Zorn's story goes like this. A fantasy warrior finds that reconnecting with his estranged live-action son and ex-wife while suffering through a mundane office job and the banality of suburban life is harder than waging war in his distant animated homeland. So that means that Jason is going to be animated while the rest of the world is going to be seemingly live-action. That's how it goes. It's sort of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or the Enchanted movie from Disney. It's a movie I love, by the way. Sudeikis will voice Zorn, and Cheryl Hines will do his ex-wife, Edie, and Alan's mother. Meadows is Craig, Edie's live-in boyfriend, and Pabdani plays Linda. That's Artemis, who plays Linda. Zorn's superior at Sanitation Solutions, his new place of work. They joined the previously announced Johnny Pemberton, who plays Alan Zorn's moody teenage son. The show's going to air on Fox, and actually this is Phil Lord's and Chris Miller's second show on there, following The Last Man on Earth, which did pretty well in ratings, as well as casting and story and everything else. It was a good show. I liked it. And finally, Melissa McCarthy and Ben Falcone, married couple that they are, have a TV pilot script deal with TV Land. They are producing a show called Friends with Melissa, but they're not starring in it, and it's going to be written and executive produced by Hugh Davidson, Larry Dorff, Rachel Ramrus, and it's going to be inspired by the trio's lives watching fellow groundlings, including McCarthy, go on to star in blockbuster comedies and win awards and be the big A-listers that they are. Keith Cox, Executive VP of Development and Original Programming for TV Land, said, "We are continuing to build our stable of innovative, engaging, and challenging comedies, which is exactly what Melissa, Ben, and these writers have brought us. With this script being from a group of alums from the Groundlings, we're excited to know they'll have an endless amount of creativity and interesting experiences to pull from." This isn't the only show for Melissa McCarthy, who's actually still starring in that CBS sitcom about her and some guy, Billy Gardell, and they're fat people, and that's what it relies on. But she's also a blossoming A-list movie star. She's really good. Of course, everything that she does is amazing, and I just can't wait to see what she does for TV Land, because TV Land's latest comedy, The Jim Gaffigan Show, is really funny, because I guess it's because Jim and Jeannie wrote it themselves, and I tend to enjoy things that are written in tandem together. So maybe this Melissa McCarthy's Friends with Melissa show is going to be pretty decent in its own. And that's all the news I have for you for C Plus News Time. Why don't you check out one of our videos? It'll be good for you, good for the soul. It's like chicken noodle soup. It's good for the soul, not the soul of the feet, but the soul of the body. Or you can subscribe. You can also do that. You can actually do both. I'm not really going to judge you, and I don't know if you do until you click it and you said subscribe, because it'll be great. I'm going to stop ranting. You know what you can also do? You can follow us on social networks like Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at @CPlusComedy. Follow me on Twitter at @ChadBlackWhite. Like us on Facebook, and tumble with us on Tumblr. And subscribe, of course, duh. And I want to say thank you to this set for being amazing. And by set, I mean my room. And because there's lights there. There's a mic right here. You can't see it, but I can snap into it. There's a camera. That's all we got. Here we go. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.